Hello. Today I'm going to be answering the question, what is ASMR? You may have heard the term ASMR before, watching YouTube videos or reading news stories. So if you've ever been curious about what it is, keep watching because I'm going to go over a few questions you may have about ASMR. Specifically, how is ASMR used? Why do people watch ASMR videos? And what if I think it's weird? So keep watching. If you've asked yourself any of those questions, I'll be going over some of the answers with you. Okay, so let's get the first question out of the way, which is, what is ASMR? Well, the letters ASMR are simply an acronym for autonomous sensory meridian response. So you put them all together and you get ASMR. Now, what does that mean? I have no clue, but I know what it is. So when people ask me what ASMR is, the easiest way I can explain it is when you sort of get the chills up your spine or your back, or you get goosebumps. And usually it's in response to various things. Sometimes you might get chills listening to your favorite song, or listening to the way someone talks, or having someone brush your hair. For example, when I was a kid, me and my friends, like small kid, would sometimes write or draw on each other's hands, maybe draw our initials, or pretend we were giving each other tattoos or what have you. And then sometimes we would even draw on each other's backs with the tip of like a marker cap, and then try to guess what the person was spelling out. And at the time when I was a kid, I didn't really think much about what we were doing. We were just kids, and it kind of was just a fun game to play. But as I got older, I started watching ASMR videos on YouTube, and I realized that the sensation that I was feeling as a kid when we would draw on each other's hands or write on each other's backs, I realized as an adult that what I was experiencing as a child was ASMR. So usually once I sort of explain to people what ASMR is in that context, they usually catch on at that point, and they're like, oh yeah, I used to play those games with my friends too when I was a kid. I totally get it. Some people are still like, I don't get it. I never used to do that. So basically all that ASMR videos do is try to recreate that feeling you may have had when you were a kid and you were drawing on each other's hands into a video that you can watch and re-experience that feeling. And people watch these videos to relax, to fall asleep. A lot of people like me who have anxiety use ASMR videos to combat insomnia. A lot of people just watch them to relax. Now, not everyone experiences ASMR. Some people may watch ASMR videos on YouTube and not really feel a whole lot. Maybe they don't feel any tingly sensation, they don't feel any bubbly sensation, but some people are still able to use ASMR videos just to relax. Either way, whether you watch ASMR videos to relax or to feel the tingly sensation, I think that they're a really great, free, non-harmful way to combat depression, anxiety, insomnia, and a whole host of other problems that you may be having. Now, I still have to say along those lines that ASMR videos are in no way meant to replace therapy or medicine or counseling in any way, but they can be a really, really accessible, free way to help yourself. Maybe if you don't have any other resources, or you don't have insurance so you can't go to a therapist. So for example, when I started watching ASMR videos, it was about 5 years ago. And when I started watching ASMR videos, they were still very, very young. And I'm sure some of you out there remember the early days of ASMR, when there was no green screens, there were no effects, there was no fancy anything, no fancy sets or anything like that. A lot of times it was just someone talking to you on the screen, and those early videos were actually really great. Some of those early videos are actually still my favorites. And I still watch a lot of the videos that I did when I first started watching ASMR. So, if you are interested at all at this point in learning more about ASMR, I would definitely recommend watching a few videos on YouTube. You can just type in ASMR on YouTube. You're going to get a lot of results. Or I am going to share with you some of the what are called ASMRtists, which are the people who make ASMR videos on YouTube. I'm going to share with you a few of my favorite ASMRtists. So, I'm going to share with you my top 3 ASMRtists that I love to watch right now. And the weird thing about ASMR is your tastes will actually change. So maybe some videos that you really loved watching years ago aren't really your favorites anymore. And now you have some other ASMRtists that you like to watch much more. So it's interesting how your tastes can actually change with time. So I would say, especially if you're just starting out watching ASMR videos, really good ASMRtist is gentle whispering. And you can literally just type in gentle whispering into YouTube, and her channel will pop up. And her name is Maria. And I don't know her, but that's the weird thing about watching ASMR videos is you actually start to feel like you know people, which is, I think, the really coolest part of the ASMR YouTube community is how well you feel like everyone is your friend. It's a really, really warm, nice, welcoming community. Anyway, so the ASMRtist whose channel is called Gentle Whispering, her name is Maria, and she is just great. She has a lot of videos to choose from, and I know for a fact that she also has a video that also explains what ASMR is, as well as some videos that go through a few different things that may help you feel the ASMR sensation. So, the next ASMR artist that I really enjoy is Latte ASMR. And she has the most soothing voice. I wish I had her voice. I'm honestly worried right now if my voice is even relaxing enough, but Latte ASMR, man, her videos are just so relaxing. Her voice is so soothing and gentle and quiet, and I could just listen to her talk all day. Okay, the third ASMR artist that is one of my favorites is Lunanate. And she is a really cool ASMR artist because she combines her profession as a Reiki energy healer with ASMR videos. So she is one of the most unique ASMR artists I think that's out there right now. And I really enjoy her videos. I always learn a lot from her videos, and I also just find them so relaxing. So these are just a few ASMR artists you might want to search in YouTube if you're just starting out. And I would just recommend browsing through the videos, kind of see what it's all about. You're going to think that it's really weird at first. Just accept that you're gonna think it's really weird at first. But if you don't dig it, that's cool. That's honestly, it's cool if you don't dig it. But how are you ever gonna know unless you try it out? So watch a few of their videos, see what you think. Is it relaxing? And you can let me know in the comments below my video. Did you like these ASMR artists? Did you feel the tingly sensation? Did you not? Did you find it relaxing? Let me know. I would love to hear what other people think of ASMR. I always enjoy explaining what ASMR is to people, but I also understand how weird it sounds to people who have never seen it or heard it or experienced it. And I know one thing that a lot of people can misunderstand about ASMR is they wonder if it's in any way sexual. And I'm going to say right now, for the 99% of people, it is not meant to be sexual at all. It's just meant to be like innocent and relaxing and help with anxiety or to put you to sleep. Now, having said that, there are some ASMR artists out there who I think use their sexuality to get lots of viewers and subscribers, and that's cool if that's their thing, but that's just not what I think ASMR is about. I much prefer it to be something just more innocent and not really in that vein. Now, there are always exceptions to the rule. Of course, there are going to be some YouTubers out there who are going to maybe try to be really sexy to try to get more clicks, or maybe show more cleavage, and that's fine. And that's, to each their own, but to me, that's really not what it's about. I'll leave it up to you to make your own decision, but just for me, I like to keep it just, let's just work on relaxing. Like, let's not get worked up. So, in a nutshell, ASMR is just a tool, really. It's a tool you can use to relax. You can use it to combat anxiety, to help calm you down, and also to help put you to sleep if you are having some insomnia. Mainly, ASMR videos are meant to be a tool to help you relax. So, how do ASMR videos help you to relax? Well, there are different ways that ASMRtists or YouTube video makers will sort of trigger the ASMR sensation. And I use the word trigger intentionally because a lot of times YouTubers or ASMRtists will refer to different ASMR triggers, meaning the different kinds of videos or actions that are being portrayed on the videos that trigger the tingly or bubbly sensation and give you the relaxed feeling. So I'm going to go over a few ASMR triggers. And without you even knowing it, I've actually already gone over a few with you just by the way that I've been recording the video so far. So, one big ASMR trigger for a lot of people, including me, is whispering or speaking softly. And you'll notice that I have been speaking softly throughout the entire video because I wanted to use that trigger. Some people prefer to whisper and whisper throughout the whole video instead of just speaking softly. Now, I actually prefer to speak softly, but that is just my preference. So, you might see a lot of ASMR videos where people are whispering, and at first it can seem really weird, like, why is this person whispering? Or why is this person talking like they're in a library? And the reason is that a lot of people, me included, will get the ASMR tingle experience when we hear someone whisper or when we hear someone speak softly. And we can recreate the relaxing feeling by watching people whisper or speak softly in YouTube videos. The next ASMR trigger I'm going to talk about is quiet, repetitive sounds. Now, this one is one that you will also see a lot, and it is also one of my favorite triggers as well. And basically what this can include is, and I'm going to use an example here, it can include tapping, so some people might get a tingly sensation when they hear tapping noises. And I'm just going to use a few different methods to make some tapping sounds so that you can see how you feel, or if you have any different experiences when you hear the different kinds of sounds. So next I'm going to just tap on this box right here and just let you hear what it sounds like. So that was just a short example. I'll actually have one more, and this is a coffee canister, and I really like the sound that the lid makes when I tap on it. So that was just an example, like I said, of some quiet, repetitive sounds that may trigger an ASMR experience for you. And if it doesn't, again, it's no big deal. Some people just find ASMR videos just relaxing to watch, even though they don't experience a tingly or bubbly sensation. Okay, the next trigger I want to talk about is watching someone perform a ordinary or mundane task. And there's a lot of different ways that people do this trigger. And one way I'm going to show you is I have a little magnetic Zen garden that I got on Etsy. If you want to purchase it, it's on Etsy. And I think you can just search magnetic Zen garden and it'll show up. Actually, I'll put a link in the description if you really want to know where I got this. But basically, this would be an example of watching someone perform a regular, ordinary, mundane task. Okay, so what did you think? Did you find it relaxing, or did you get tingles? Do you just kind of like watching it? Is it doing nothing at all? Let me know. Let me know what you think. Okay, so I really love this magnetic Zen garden, by the way. I really recommend it. It's tons of fun, not just for kids, adults too. Okay, the next trigger I'm going to talk about is, sorry, I have a dog fur. Maybe I will put my dog in an ASMR video. I love dogs in ASMR videos. Do you love dogs in ASMR videos too? Let me know. Because if you do, I can put my dog in a video. Okay, the next trigger I want to talk about is chewing or eating. For example, gum, chewing gum, eating. I'm going to put etc. So some people really like the sound of people chewing gum, or the sound of people just eating, you know, that kind of sound. I will say personally, this is not my favorite, but it's worth checking out because I know that the people who like this trigger love this trigger a lot. It's not my favorite. And that's another interesting thing about ASMR, is that some people will have specific triggers and other people will not respond at all to the same trigger. And it becomes really kind of like your own personality, like your own ASMR personality. So chewing gum and eating is definitely a trigger that some people really love. I recommend checking it out and see how you like it. There's definitely a lot of videos on YouTube to see about that. The next trigger, I feel like I'm running out of room. The next trigger I want to talk about is personal attention. And again, this is one of my favorites. Absolutely. I love personal attention videos. And it probably sounds really weird to even say that I like personal attention. It sounds really conceited. But basically a personal attention video would be any video where the ASMRtist is basically using the camera as a way to pretend like they're sort of sitting right in front of you. Pretend like you're on the other side of the camera. So basically they would be speaking or talking to the camera as if you were right across from them, and doing an activity that would be paying you personal attention. And that could be something like brushing your hair. It could be doing your makeup. And these are called role play videos, where you're sort of pretending that the viewer is right in the room with you, and they would almost be inside the camera from their perspective. And so as a viewer, you're watching the ASMRtist pay you personal attention, and it's definitely one of my favorite ASMR triggers. I'm going to give you an example of one personal attention trigger that I personally love, and which is painting nails. So this is some nail polish, and some people, me included, might get the ASMR sensation from watching someone give personal attention. So I've seen a lot of videos where the ASMR artist will sort of pretend to do your nails or do your hair, and sometimes they even have a model or a person sort of standing in as you in their video, and that can almost make it seem more realistic. I enjoy those videos, but a lot of times they're just acting like you're on the other side of the camera, which I love those too. You really can't go wrong with me and personal attention videos. So I really recommend looking up some personal attention ASMR videos on YouTube. Like I said, some of my favorite are like makeup videos, getting your hair done. Some of them are role plays, such as therapist role plays or doctor visits. I know some people actually get ASMR, the sensation, while they're actually having these tests done to them. For example, every time I go to the hairdresser, I totally get ASMR tingles, and I love going to the hairdresser or getting my nails done, things like that, and I can totally feel the tingles when I'm there. So it makes sense that watching a video of those things being done would give me tingles as well. And it's so weird because before I knew what ASMR was, I knew that I liked getting my hair done or liked getting my nails done, and I didn't really know why. I thought it was so relaxing, and once I started watching ASMR videos, I totally got it. It totally clicked as to why I loved those things so much. Oh, another one that is totally a trigger for me is going to the eye doctor, and you'll see a lot of videos on YouTube where the ASMR artist will pretend to be an eye doctor and give you an eye exam and sort of make you repeat the letters that you see back to you. And I love those videos as well. Those are some of my favorites as well. So basically, these are some of the common ASMR triggers that you will find on YouTube videos. And this is definitely not all of the triggers. In fact, I'm going to go over a few more. I'm going to show you a few more that I really enjoy watching in YouTube videos. The first one is one that the ASMR artist Loon Innate uses a lot in her videos, and she's one of the artists that I mentioned previously in this video. And that trigger is lighting a candle, and she does this a lot, almost in every one of her videos, and I really enjoy it. So what I'd like to do is light this candle for you and let me know what you think. Ooh, it just popped there. I'm gonna go set it away from my phone so it doesn't burn my phone. Okay, great. So So this is definitely just one of my favorite. It's so soothing to me to watch a candle burn. It's very relaxing, and I really appreciate that Lunanate does this in almost every single one of her videos. I really look forward to it, and a lot of times I'll actually light a candle at the same time that she is, and it just really calms me down and relaxes me at the end of a hectic or stressful day. The next trigger I want to show you is sort of also one that the Lunanate uses as well. Gosh, I got another dog fur, golly. And these are some tiny little crystals or stones, and they make a really cool noise. I'm going to put it up to the microphone for a second. So I love the noise that they make, and I love when Lunanate uses crystals in her videos. And these are just some, this is like my collection of the tiniest crystals that I own in this tiny pouch. But I thought they would make a cool sound together. So I love to watch her talk about the different stones and how they're used. She's a Reiki healer, so she uses stones in her job, and then she also makes videos using the stones and Reiki as well. And her videos, I mean, they're just fantastic. They have probably helped me the most of any ASM artist on YouTube is the Lunanate, and I just love her and I'll never stop watching her, because if I did, I don't know how I'd fall asleep. So these are just a few stones. And Lunanate actually will perform Reiki through the camera and use the stones, and it is just so relaxing. But if you just think the stones are pretty and you like to look at them, or you like the colors, or to learn their different names, that's cool as well. She's totally really open to whatever you like. It can be whatever works for you, and that's what I really like about it. This is turning into a commercial for Lunanate, but I'm just using her as an example of ways you can use ASMR to relax, and she is a really great example. So just for example, these stones, these blue stones right here, are blue kyanite, and she will sometimes talk about the different characteristics of the stone, or how she uses them, and I just find it so relaxing. So you might want to check out her videos if any of that sounds cool to you. But I just wanted to show you one more trigger that I really like to use. Okay. That might be a trigger as well, just the sound. Other people also like hand movements. I do as well. I love slow hand movements. Sometimes just watching people make some slow hand movements is actually really relaxing. So let me know if you liked that trigger. Okay, then for the next trigger, I'm going to move that candle so I don't burn my house down. Ow, it was hot. Ouch. Okay, so the next trigger is some people really enjoy looking through the pages of a book. This is a catalog of books. And some people really enjoy the sound of the pages being turned. There's some good books in here. I love books. A lot. Ooh, here's one that's called How to Relax. That's a good one. So that's just an example of some page turning or looking through a book. And some videos, they actually read the book to you. Oh my gosh, there's a squirrel here with a little bow tie on. That's hilarious. Oh my god, and look there, he's lifting one. Oh my gosh. I can't even. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. So this is an example of some page turning. Reading a book. Oh yeah, some people actually read the book to you, which I really like as well. It can be really relaxing and put me to sleep. Kind of like when your mom would read a book to you. And you'll actually see in a lot of ASMR videos that some people will sort of play the role of a mom or sometimes of a dad. And it can be really relaxing and soothing, especially to our inner children. And don't say that you don't have one. Everyone has an inner child. You may not let them out a lot, but they're there. So it can be really soothing to, that inner child to watch a video where the ASMR artist is doing a role play as a mom or your dad, and that can actually really be therapeutic as well. It's really amazing how much that can be therapeutic for people who may have had issues with their mom or dad. I mean, who doesn't have issues with their mom or dad? But I definitely did, so. So those were just some triggers that I like, and I hope you liked them as well. Oh wait, I have one more. So now we have come to the last trigger that I have to show you all, and this is also a really popular one, and especially if you haven't watched ASMR videos before, it's also a really weird one, but it makes an amazing noise, and that is the sound of crinkling plastic. So some people really love this one, and definitely me included. I'm definitely one of the people that loves this trigger specifically. I love to watch videos where the ASMRtist will crinkle a piece of paper or a piece of plastic, and I just love the sound of it. It really relaxes me, so I definitely recommend checking out some crinkle videos and see how you feel. Okay, so that brings me to the end of my What is ASMR video. I hope you enjoyed learning about the ASMR sensation, what it is, how it's used, learning about the ASMR community, and how it can help you to relax, get to sleep, deal with anxiety, any of those things. So again, I just want to thank you. I'm doing another trigger, which is writing. I personally really like watching videos where people write. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any future videos. Also, let me know in the comments below what you thought of this video. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you try out any of the ASMR videos I was talking about? Let me know. Let me know if this proved to be a good way to give yourself some relaxation, to sort of ease your mind at the end of a long, hard day. If there's any other ASMRtists or people who love to watch ASMR out there, tell me. I'd love to hear about what videos or triggers you like to watch. If you enjoy this kind of video that is more of a self-help nature or therapeutic nature, also let me know, because I really enjoy making them. I also really enjoy watching other people's videos of that sort, and so if you guys like watching them, then I would love to make more, so let me know. Again, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.